Let us not waste a moment, chaps. Gather the troops! Our invasion of Prussia continues! We're quite simply just going to continue advancing into Prussia this episode, and by Jove, we still have a lot to do. If you'll recall, last episode we did invade Baden, but guess what? Alright, so that's a lot of political news, but all we need to be concerned about is we're now at war with Sweden. God save us. I haven't actually played this mod in a while, so I'm quite excited to get back into the swing.
Yes, I forgot how loud warfare was. That's my mistake.
Oh, how I've missed this, chaps. This is going to be enthralling. Quite literally. If it makes you feel any better, chaps, the shrapnel from the artillery is more likely to hit you than the actual artillery. Well, that's just crazy, isn't it? That's a good point. Why am I at the front? Show the enemy no weakness, chaps. Why else do you think your uniforms are red? It's to camouflage your blood, of course. After all, if you're an Edwardian Hussar and you don't bleed for the badge, you're no Edwardian Hussar at all. Unless you're just good at not getting shot or stabbed, in which case you're absolutely an Edwardian Hussar. We kind of need you. Unlike that Prussian chap there that I just shot with a gun. Now this is the sort of atmosphere that every other war game lacks. Hold fast, nations of war. More atmosphere on the moon, mate. This is where it is. You'll have to forgive Terry there, he has limited GCSEs. Reloading, are we, old boy? I would advise taking cover first. Route 1 trench combat, chaps. Firstly, the trench needs to actually be in the ground, which it's not. And then you need to learn how to fight in close quarters combat. And for the love of God, there is always some poor blighter that does this. And it always ends the same. Stop right there, you spiky helmet pillock! You couldn't just go down the first time, you just had to make it two, didn't you? Bastard. Well, that was a nice little welcome home. It's been too long we've missed you. And with Baden now under our control, that is good progress. Has it now? Well, that's quite interesting, isn't it? Come on, Dragoons, let's convince him he shouldn't do that. Right, now there's quite a few of them, but nothing we can't handle. I'm just going to tactically retreat a tad bit. Now's our chance, I reckon. Let's give this a crack, shall we? You might think we're outnumbered, and you'd be correct. Fortunately, it just doesn't mean anything. Sure, that's a great line formation, chaps. Good job indeed. No worries, boys, I'll have them. Come here, you little Prussian perks! Notice how, A, the second they saw Edward Hastings charging at them by himself, they just turned tail and ran. And B, I'm incredibly lucky that that artillery shell was a dud. Well, that's one of the German commanders gone, and the other one ain't got long left either. Well, let's do this the traditional way, shall we? Hey, now, old boy, Edward Hastings is not a man you want to be shooting. I would say they'll be writing poems about Edward Hastings' gallantry, leading the charge at the front in this battle, but he does it all the bloody time, so this is going to be difficult, isn't it? Are you trying to punch my horse, you little scoundrel? He actually is. Fair enough, mate. I respect that. I'd like to think that at some point all of the countries of the world are going to come together and make a treaty similar to that of the Geneva Convention and the use of gas, where they just completely ban the use of cavalry in warfare because it's just far too overpowered. Using the Edwardian Hussars as a specific example. Alright, I believe we have successfully convinced the Prussians to not besiege Cologne. You know what, mate? Out of respect of that one chap who tried to box my horse, I'm going to let you go. You have a good day now, sir. There we are, chaps. The siege of Cologne has been lifted. You know what that means for us? Straight back on the offensive. Wait, the Dutch still exist? Oh, God, no! We need to get rid of them. Just a precautionary save in case they decide to get up to their usual antics. Come on then, chaps. Let's chase them like they're the last 4 Dutch people. Why are they like this? Are you taking the piss, mate? I've annexed half of Prussia by myself. Do you have a single idea who I am? That's what I thought, you drunken prick. Now be gone with you. Piss off. I swear that's in the wrong country. You besiege my Cologne, I beat the shite out of you, and besiege your Paderborn. I reckon my lads are just getting bored of doing the same thing over and over again. That's why they're all deserting me all the time. Should have taken cover, old boy. That's on you. Alright, mate. Time to meet Jesus. Okay, that's just... Alright, that's sound. Mate, I'm shooting you. You can't just say no. Alright, sod you then. I'll just shoot your mates instead. And bloody hell, that was a close one there. I'm glad he couldn't quite reach me with that bayonet. Otherwise, we would have been in trouble. Well, damn, this look as cinematic as anything you've ever seen. Good grief, chaps. Do you even need me to be here anymore? You'll only embarrass yourself, old boy. Told you so. Bloody hell, where'd we get in from? Oh, Oi, don't shoot him, he's one of my best men, apparently. Right, just wait right there, my friend. It's code tradition, you know the drill. I just need to quickly reload. And don't try and stab me from about 3 or 4 meters away. That attitude will get you nowhere. Couple of seconds left. Wait there. For God's sake! I hope you're real happy with yourself, mate. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Discipline's a very large thing in the Edwardian Hussars. This is a disgrace. Well, regardless, a win's a win, and the game's the game. At the moment, I don't actually have the sufficient facilities to take you all prisoner, but I'm just going to harass you anyways, because it's quite funny. I've beaten the shit out of Prussia so much they've surrendered. That was all me. Bollocks, now who do I beat up? I suppose we'll go for Hanover next. Yes, that sounds fun. We'll go for Minden, because it's the closest one I see, and its garrison is more pathetic than the Icelandic armed forces. Okay, on second thought, I think Hanover can wait a tad bit. I'll be leaving now, gentlemen. But trust me when I say I'm doing you a favour, not me. Okay, it's been a day, they might have forgotten about me now. Let's try again. Yes, no, they've certainly not forgotten about me yet. We're going to have to try elsewhere. Yes, how about Württemberg? Why not? They used to annoy me in Empire Total War. Let's get them back. Right, well that's a man, but he seems to be by himself, so I reckon we take him. I'm outmatched, am I? Yes, no, I don't think so, mate. Whenever somebody is answering a question like, what did you get up to? And their response begins with, oh, me and the boys. This right here is what comes to my mind. Nothing much, just invaded Württemberg. What about you? You chaps can't have a commander, that's not fair. There's only one commander allowed on this field. Right, who did that? I was just innocently having fun, slicing up Württemberg people, and you kill my sodding horse! Yeah, we're not taking any prisoners now. That's it. Wait, no, don't retreat, you stupid bastards, we're winning! Oh, you cowards, you're going to be reprimanded for this. Guess I'll just win the entire sodding battle for us then, no worries. Not something I've never done before. There's no stabbing Edward Hastings in the back, old boy. He's a one-man army. An officer without his horse is improperly dressed. So let's get back to it, shall we, chaps? It's always lovely weather in this game. Yes, you better run, chaps, because I don't care that I've won the battle. I'm making sure nobody escapes this field. That was a well-earned victory, if I do say so myself. And I do. Good timing as well, actually, because the door's just gone. That might be my wasp shirt. It was indeed my wasp shirt. I'm well happy with that. No worries, chaps. Only 57 hours remain until we can attack Stuttgart. When we take it, I'm renaming it to something I can actually say. What the shite has happened here, then? Why am I being attacked by Arthur Sodding Shelby? Mate, I'm afraid it's going to take a bit more than insurgents to take down the Edwardian okay. 423. Now that I can manage, but 424, we're getting into some dangerous territory here. Let's just feel them out first. Right, that didn't go perfectly. Right, let's just reassess the situations, gather our thoughts, and move over here. There's quite a lot of them, isn't there? It's less so them that I'm worried about, it's what they'll do to my computer. I reckon we take them, you know? I didn't just single-handedly win a war against Prussia just to have my European military campaign come to an abrupt and bloody end at the hands of these scoundrels. To arms, chaps! Quality over quantity, I always say. You gentlemen have fought countless battles far more challenging than this. You should all be considering this a day off. You've conquered the Belgians, the Dutch, What are you doing, mate? Do we have a protester among our ranks? Oh! They're coming at us now, chaps. Let's not let this peasantry show us up, otherwise we might as well lose to the Zulus. Nothing to be concerned about thus far. See, they're turning tail already. 399, my arse. Right, first wave was disastrous for them. That means it's a victory for us. Let's get back to the line, shall we? I forget myself sometimes. I'm Edward Hastings, leader of the Edwardian Hussars. Have at them, lads. Run them through. This charge marks the beginning of the end of this battle. I'll even let you quote me on that later, because I know I'm right. This charge will make for a great heavy metal song in a few centuries' time. I literally see retail workers and postmen among their ranks. The fact that they got lucky there. What the devil are you retreating now, chaps? We've got them right where we want them. Must have been the Dutch. I'll be the first to admit that could have gone better and would have on a Sunday. No worries though, chaps, it's not over just yet. Despite what the game might tell you, it's not over as long as I'm still standing. Yeah, fair enough, it's over. I bet you bastards think you've done something here. You've only made a very powerful enemy. Well, it's a great song, that, but we're still in a bit of a shite situation. However, would be lying if I said I hadn't been here before, courtesy of the Austrians, bastard. Hey? Oh, painful days, also known as a couple of hours. No worries, chaps, the Edwardian Hussars are just on temporary leave. They'll be back with us as soon as I form them again. Yes, well, we've definitely got some rebuilding to do, but I'm sure that can wait until next time. You'll excuse me as I go outside and right-hook the first Dutch person I see, because this is all their fault.